Here she is. Lift isn't on yet. It hasn't came in the mail. It should be here in like 2 or 3 weeks. But this is the same setup I had on the previous X5, and it didn't rub. It only rubbed like full lock over like a huge pothole or bump. So I have like 2 inches of clearance, 2.5, and then I'm putting an 1.5 inch lift on it, so it should be pretty perfect. And that gets your, I really like the gold bead lock because last time I just had the Krager D windows, and they look good, but they were pretty plain. So I think the gold simulated bead lock helps a plain steely stand out. So just the tires alone, they're 265/70s. It gave the car about an inch lift already just from putting them on. So back up a little bit. I haven't taken it out yet. I'm gonna move one of the cars out of the way and back it up and go for a drive, make sure everything's sitting well. I had a little problem getting the custom hub centric rings on because I put the specs too close to the exact spec of the wheel and the hub, so it was a little too big to fit into the wheel and a little too small to fit over the hub, so I forced it a little, and metal versus plastic, metal won obviously, so that's kind of what I had to do last time. So they're on there now. Forced them to fit, so they're pretty tight on there. They're not going anywhere. Well, other than that, they went on smoothly. A lot of people ask me how I got this wheel on there because it's not 5x120. Well, it's 5x120.65. It's a 5x4.75 pattern, which equates to 5x120.65, and that very small difference doesn't affect anything, so it bolts right on. So, and especially with these wobble bolts, these factory wobble bolts that kind of snug themselves into place, this helps a lot, and it makes it super easy. These are the stock lug bolts, and then so all you really need to fit a 5x4.75 wheel is a custom hub centric ring. It's a 0 offset too, 17x8, 0 offset, 4.5 inch backspace. The tires are General Grabber AT2s, 265/70. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I blacked out the grill. I don't think I showed that last video. It was matte black, and then I threw a coat of gloss clear over it, so it's like it's a little more matte than semi-gloss. So, oh, and then I have changed the BMW emblem. The one that was on here previously was so worn that it was just like a chrome piece of metal. There was no black, no blue, no white. It was messed up, so I got a new one. I think that's about it. So I'm gonna take it to the shop that I usually go to and have them fix some oil leaks that I have. Can't have a BMW without oil leaks. So I'm gonna have them fix some oil leaks. The passenger side windows don't roll down. I'm gonna have them fix that because I don't feel like fucking with it. Oh yeah, the rear tires or the rear suspension setup is showing really excessive camber, and the old tires that were on there have really bad, where are they? Have really bad negative camber wear. See how good it is on the outside. That's the inside. So I don't know if it's my bushings that need to be replaced, or what, or if it's just a really shitty alignment, or it's just never gotten another alignment. So I'm gonna have I'll have my shop that I go to look it over and see if it's suspension related, like worn suspension components. If it is, I'll have them replace it and I'll get an alignment. If not, and the suspension components are fine, I'll just go get an alignment. But they're pretty old. I'm assuming they're original because they look original, so they probably just need to be replaced. Not a big deal, but I'm gonna do it sooner than later because I don't want to wear down these new tires, obviously. I think I already talked about the lift. That's in the mail. I'm doing the fluid motor union lift kit, 1.5 inch. That's pretty much the only company that officially makes a lift for the E53 X5. You can go check out their Project X5 that they kind of prototyped everything on. They actually are starting to make brush guards and armor for the front of the X5. It's pretty spendy. It's like $1,600 and above, but it looks pretty dope. I can't afford that yet, so I'm not gonna get it. Plus, I don't really need it. I'm just gonna be doing some basic trails. Nothing too crazy. Just see how she can handle that. Oh yeah, I put new tails in. I don't know if I showed that in the last video. The stock tails, the boards on them, like the metal was all rusted out, so they couldn't connect with a bulb, and they were way past gone. So these are like $90. So I bought them. Unamused face, America, troll face. Gotta have my 3. And I got another America up here. And I still have the light bar. Where the hell is it hiding? Where the hell did I put that light bar? It might be up there somewhere, but I had a light bar for my previous one, my previous X5. I might put that on here if I can figure out who can make me some brackets, because I can't, well, I don't have the tools, first of all, and well, I guess it's not really the tools, I just don't have the skills yet. I need to watch someone do it and have someone teach me how to do it. So I'm gonna have someone make me a bracket. And then as far as the STI and Flex Fuel goes, I got my as new fuel pump. Finally came. Got it from Europe. Not sure why, but that was the only place that had it in stock. It's made to be E85 compatible. These are used a lot for drop-in alternatives for the R35 GTRs, and they seem to like them. So I figured you can't go wrong dropping it in an STI. So that's what we're gonna do. It's a 330 LPH pump. So yeah, I think that's the only new part you guys haven't seen yet. I don't know if I showed you that. I got my Grim Speed electronic boost controller. Boost control solenoid, I guess. Got my injector plug and play harnesses for the ID 1000s chilling right there. Cobb Flex Fuel kit. And I'm just waiting on my equal length header, up pipe, and I swear there was one more thing. Oh yeah, catback. Not sure which catback I'm gonna go with yet. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the external wastegate or just keep it internal. But when I make that decision, I will update you guys and let you know. But I just wanted to show you guys this little update on the X5. Got the wheels and tires on. I can finally get it over to the shop now, have them fix some of the, well, fix all of the bigger problems this thing has. They're not big, but they can turn into big if you're on a trail and you're really far from help. So getting that shit fixed, and then we'll go ahead and take her out. And I got an SD card finally for the GoPro, so the next couple of videos should be on that, and we'll have some action vids. So stay tuned. See you later.